My guest this week is a comedian, an Edinburgh Fringe veteran, a writer on BBC Scotland's Break the News, and a writer for BBC Radio 4, Claire Cox.
Thanks for having me.
So writing news-based gags for the BBC, you must come up against some quite significant legal rules. Have you ever hit a point where you're just like, and you've ruined the joke, there's no joke left, RIP?
See, I've never come across a compliance team. But I do remember the week after Trump threatened to sue the BBC.
Yes.
I remember I was writing jokes and I thought, can I write jokes about Trump, especially if they're going to be on the BBC? So that week there were no Trump jokes. I thought, I'm not gonna write.
Not gonna toe that one. So you're actually self-censoring.
Yes, yeah.
Who on earth would want to become the next, Director General? Like, what a cursed job. The left is like, oh, you're platforming Nigel Farage too much.
Yeah.
The right is like, oh, you're like left-wing, city, media, urban lovies.
I always remember it used to be, was it the London Metropolitan Elite?
Yes.
I don't know when that must be in the 2000s, and they were just accused by all sides. I don't think they can win.
No. Oh, poor BBC. Worth defending though. So this show is all about escaping your echo chamber and seeing what else is going on that side of the internet which you don't normally see.
Okay.
I had a look at what's feeding your algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
What do you normally see when you go on your socials?
So on Instagram at the moment, I'm getting a lot of what I call millennial catnip. So that is like therapy memes that say, yes, everything's tough, but it's not your fault. A lot of that, or videos of well-meaning, usually sort of well-meaning women, just it's fine, everything's terrible, and you're not to blame, it's fine. That always makes me feel a lot better. So yeah, that's why I think that's millennial catnip.
If you feel emotionally dysregulated by everything that's going on in the news at the moment, then that's okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Is it?
And then I also get a lot of ADHD content. I don't have ADHD.
It's seen something about you.
It's decided that I've got ADHD. And I also get a lot of Zach Polanski.
Yes, right.
I don't know why that's coming up.
Interesting.
A lot of him, doing his...
Because you don't follow him.
No, I don't follow him.
Yeah. In fact, you don't follow any politicians.
I don't.
Yeah. So we got Munya Chihuahua, Nish Kumar's podcast, Jonathan Pye, Have I Got News for You, Private Eye, Saturday Night Live. So I fed all of that into an AI and said, tell us about Claire.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
It came back quite sassy. It said, Claire is somewhere in between an informed citizen and an exhausted comedy audience member.
I mean, that last one is probably true.
Do you identify with that? Yeah.
So the reason I follow some of those accounts, actually like the Nish Kumar podcast one this week, I was writing jokes about Zach Polanski, and there was an episode on there that he's done a couple of episodes there and been interviewed, and that's why I followed the account. So a lot of it is tied to the joke writing I'm doing, which does inform my algorithm, I think, sometimes. I was doing, my YouTube's all over the place at the moment. I was doing jokes about Jeffrey Epstein the other week, and I needed audio clips or news reports of Jeffrey Epstein. And at one point,
and now it thinks you're a fan.
It's worse than that. At one point, this pop-up came up on YouTube being like, do you need some help finding what you're looking for? Like, there is an advanced search, because I was trying to find stuff. And it flagged that I was searching for too much Jeffrey Epstein. I hope with Googling all this stuff, I don't end up on some sort of list.
Yeah. Incognito mode.
That's what I need to do more, yeah.
Well, let's head over to the dark side of the internet view. Claire Cox, let's escape your echo chamber.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with this first story. Do you want to talk us through it?
Okay, so
from GB News.
This is from GB News. So, a Labour council in South London has been accused of installing a socialist speed bump, which apparently damage pricier family cars.
The writing process of that, where they've written an incredibly boring article and then they were like, oh, how can we turn this into some rage bait?
How can we, as GB News, make people angry about these speed bumps? I know, let's say they're socialists. As far as I can tell, the only reason they're being accused of being socialists is by the people that live in this road seem to think Lewisham Council is preventing them from owning nice cars.
Yeah.
That seems to be their main argument.
That's the argument, yeah.
And then I thought, well, what kind of family cars are we talking about here? So I had a look at the article. I mean, Mercedes was mentioned. I think there's BMW was mentioned. And also a Ferrari was mentioned.
Classic family, can get
family
all the
car.
kids in that, yeah.
I wonder if you can get a car seat in a Ferrari.
What would an actual socialist speed bump look like?
Is it everyone driving on the left?
That's so good.
Well, yeah, because they said some of them were different heights. And if they were socialist, they would all be the same height.
That's such a good point. I love the idea that the socialist approach to expensive car ownership is just to scrape a small bit off each expensive car.
Awesome.
Yeah. What would a right-wing speed bump look like?
I mean, it would probably get red in the face and phone off LBC, I think.
I think a right-wing speed bump is just a bump of speed done in the pub.
How about... if they're the square ones, would they have England flags painted on them?
Yes, that actually makes much more sense than a roundabout. Do you think they struggle with the third dimensional aspect to it?
They've got to go up.
Oh my God, there's so many corners. And this top comment. In fact, this isn't just the top comment. This is a featured comment. So GB News has seen this comment and been like, yeah, that's a good point. Mm-hmm. I just hope that the Muppets that are responsible for authorising the placement of these humps die a horrible, painful death. That's what GB News have chosen.
Okay, so in Stephen's defence, it is quite well written. I did notice the spelling and the grammar is correct. There's no stray apostrophes.
Love the syntax, yeah.
Yeah, really good syntax. There's no words in capital letters. There's no 3 exclamation marks with a 1 in the middle.
I don't think Stephen needs to die a slow and painful death himself because he clearly already doesn't have a life.
Well, I learned this week that GB News has a comment section. I wasn't aware of this.
Nor was I. And then I just saw this absolute gem and was like, oh, wow.
I opened up the list of comments and I have written down the names of the people that have left comments. Stephen, Russell, Martin, Philip, Robert, John, Henry, Tom, Chris, Philip, Philip again, Richard, Dave, Andrew, John, and Paul. Now, I know that we should not assume people's personal characteristics by their names.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do that. But in this case, can we?
Yeah. Like bored white guys. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Who are on the internet or sitting at home watching GB News all day. I think that's what's going on.
That is a lot of Philip. Is it all one Philip?
Yes, it was all one Philip. Philip had a lot of thoughts.
On speed bumps.
On the speed bumps.
Wow.
I think he might have used the phrase clowns down the counts instead of Muppets. So there's a bit of variation. But
But he didn't. Philip tried about 8 times and he still didn't swing hard enough to get featured like Stephen. Big day for Stephen when he got featured on the Lewisham Council story. Let's head over to Facebook now. This is a Facebook group with 200,000 members called We Are the 52%. We are the 52% of what?
This is about Brexit, right? The 52% of the people that voted for Brexit.
Could be the amount of car you have left after going over a socialist speed bump.
Well, I thought the 52% could also be the members of that group, their average score of their Key Stage 3.
The average literacy level. 52% on with reflection feels like a really low majority for something as major as leaving the European Union.
It was really tight. I think it was 51.8. I think they maybe even rounded up to 52. I remember at the time it just felt really, really tight. And
it just rinsed the next 10 years for us. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about what we've got in this group. We are the 52%. It's it's a picture on a beach. The implication is it's Calais. It's a dinghy that's got a bit of barnacle on it, and it's got 2 blokes waving a British flag and a English flag. Caption: dinghy down, Operation Overlord proves boats can be stopped. This is the real border force. It continues, uses strong declarative statements, proves and positions the group as the superior force, i.e. they've copied the whole AI thing straight into their caption box. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. I think the caption gives it away as AI a bit more than the actual photo.
Pretty thoroughly, doesn't it? Yeah. When you have your AI feedback in your caption, it's a hint it's AI, right?
I think in the last 6 months or so, the quality of the AI photos has got better.
Yes. This took me a minute, I'll be honest.
And some of the videos as well I've seen like going around social media, it takes a second to be like, oh, okay, that's AI.
Sometimes it's just your reaction to it is so strong that you're like, oh, that's probably AI. So
yes,
I saw a video of a reptile escaping from a zoo and attacking a man today. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then I saw myself be like, wow, that's crazy. And I was like, that's probably AI then.
Yeah, I saw one with like a cat attacking someone, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. That's definitely AI. But it takes a second to be like to think, is this kind of confirming something I want to believe?
Yes. Or is this just like very emotive in some way? Yeah.
Is it making me react in some way? I think there were comments on there about you're the real heroes and you deserve a medal.
The comments are pretty unhinged. For a start, there are more than 500, 8,000 likes and 500 comments. The comments, people think it's real, basically, don't they? Yeah. Despite the, I mean, we can see the image is AI. I kind of forgive falling for that. But the caption, which actually has the AI feedback in it. Some fun comments. Thank you so much, lads. Very much appreciated. Well done. Take care. Keep safe. You all deserve medals.
Medals? Language of war. Yeah.
Julie said, what, no puncture? Which I think is a fair point. Like if you were out to take down this dinghy and you're putting up a picture with the caption dinghy down, that dinghy ain't down. That dinghy looks like it's inflated and ready to go. My favourite comment of all is that photo reminds me of Hillary and Tenzing and really means more.
Right.
2 AI guys standing on a boat means more than the summiting of Mount Everest. This is the thing that's particularly crazy to me about this, is that we know that people from this group, Raise the Colours, have gone over to Calais in a bid to, quote unquote, stop the boats. We know that because they've been detained by French police. There's videos of them yelling at migrants getting into boats. There's videos they filmed themselves of them kind of peering over sand dunes and stuff. So they've definitely been there. But what's interesting is that they've been there and yet they're having to make their images using AI. So
they're not.
Clearly they've gone over and it hasn't worked. They have not managed to hashtag stop the boats. It's a classic kind of right-wing UK moment where they've been claiming all of these easy fixes exist and then they actually try and do it, doesn't work, and then they can't admit that it hasn't worked. They come up against reality, which is happening a lot at the moment, and I'm enjoying it. So what's the fix to this? How do we solve this problem?
So I think the people in this group, they've got a lot to say, but they don't really seem to be doing a lot.
Yeah.
And I've noticed on the news in the last few months, the topic of conscription has been coming up again. But I think they should be the first people who are conscripted. I mean, there's 200,000 of them. Of course, not everyone's going to be suitable, but probably a lot will be.
Yeah.
And then that means that people that don't particularly want to go and fight whatever war is going to happen next can just go about their normal lives.
So basically, you're saying if you're using the war lingo, if you're talking the talk, off you pop, walk the walk.
Yes, I think that's what should happen.
I like that. I like that mostly because it very much doesn't apply to me. Let's head over to Legacy Media again. We've got Jeremy Kyle. Headline, I voted Reform and may run as an MP. What would life be like with Jeremy Kyle as your MP?
Well, I mean, I think his lie detector would cause problems for Farage. But he does have experience in rebranding, like societal problems, to being personal failures and shouting.
He does like shouting.
He could be perfect for Reform. This might make total sense.
Yes. But can you imagine, say you've got potholes and you have to go to Jeremy Kyle to talk to him about your potholes? I can't think of anything more terrifying. Just get yelled at.
Yelled at while he's awkwardly sitting on some steps.
Yeah.
Like outside the council office. Does the MP stay? The MP doesn't work from the council office, do they? In my head, they do.
You go into his office and there's just like 3 steps.
Like weird steps.
Yeah. And then like a security man who comes and grabs you. And this is yet another person who has been kind of justifiably cancelled, a la Russell Brand, and then pops up again over on Reform's side.
I hope those two things don't get linked and we don't end up with Russell Brand.
Yes, I mean, he now is a right-wing commentator, so I could well believe we will at some point.
Did you see how much money he made last year? It was reported somewhere this week. I'd have to look up the number, but it's like millions.
Really?
Yeah, it's he's doing.
There's a lot of money in being angry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I think is what's driving all of this. Like,
yeah, it's just there's so much making people angry on the internet.
Yeah,
that's what so much of it seems to be.
Yeah,
and everyone falls in the trap.
Yeah, I think one day, just like someone like Katie Hopkins was like, "Oh, I'm a bit irrelevant. What if I said something terrible?" And then everyone was like, "Oh my God, you said something terrible. That makes great news. Here's some money." And then they're like, "Oh, I'll keep saying terrible things." And we've just ended up with this like generation of professional trolls, basically. Mm. From legacy media back to Facebook, your old fave. This is some wonderful AI slop. I'm so intrigued by this in so many different ways. Caption: Nigel Farage just opened the UK's first 100% free community health centre. Image: Nigel Farage cutting a red ribbon in front of a building called the Nigel Farage Medical Centre.
It's very striking that the word centre has the American spelling.
Yes.
The healthcare is free in this country.
Yes.
And the doctors in the image are all wearing lab coats, which reminds me of like ER or House or one of those like American medical shows. So
AI's been watching House.
So I think we can tell perhaps what country this AI image came from.
100%.
Which feels really weird. It feels like why would American people be trying to interfere in our Straight Talk UK Facebook groups?
Yeah. But yeah, that is the most telling part of this, isn't it? It was clearly, it's AI fake news made not even in this country. Center, CENTER. Yeah. And
I thought the whole thing with Nigel Farage and Reform is they want us to pay for healthcare.
Mm.
I thought they were quite pro American style health insurance and it's all linked to your job and all that kind of thing. So it doesn't make any sense anyway.
No. He's also about 8 times the height of anyone else in the picture.
and wearing great wrinkle-free trousers. I mean, that one I would say is clearly AI compared to the two men on the beach.
He's absolutely ginormous. He's about 10 feet high. Either that or doctors are tiny these days.
Well, people do like tall leaders. They do. Politicians are tall and people vote for them. Doesn't Donald Trump claim to be like 6'3" or something? And
does he?
He's clearly not.
Oh, I love this. I mean, it's terrifying. It's terrifying that there are people in America making fake news to kind of stir up things in the UK. That should genuinely scare us, I think.
It should do. Because, I mean, especially with all the interference between different countries' governments. I mean, this feels like a small example, but it's definitely there.
Yeah. And what's bizarre is that lots of straight people, that's so funny.
This is called Straight People UK.
Yeah. Lots of people in Straight Talk UK. Lots of straight people in Straight Talk UK are saying, "Oh, how great." And it's like, you live in this country with the NHS.
Now, I think that the Nigel Farage Centre should be renamed something like the Nigel Farage Work Centre. And what he has to do is sit in there and do his MP work. No cameos.
He's saying, are you putting Nigel Farage in detention? Yes. That's what I'm hearing.
He's going to sit there at a desk, and here goes his computer. He's not going
to make
any cameo videos, no public speaking fees, none of this. He can sit there and do his MP work, which he's probably paid, 80, 90 grand a year to do, which is a lot of money to a lot of people. He can sit there and do it properly. I really sound like a teacher. And not be on GB News raking in what was probably about £1 million in a year.
You're basically making Nigel Farage stay in on his lunch break to finish his homework.
And do his damn job.
I was thinking maybe they could turn the Nigel Farage Centre into the Russian embassy, since they've all got the same aim.
Yeah, that's a good idea, yeah.
pithy.
All the same stuff.
Yeah.
Wasn't there the guy in Wales who did he get sent to prison, the reform guy in Wales?
Nathan Gill. He's in prison for 10 years now.
10 years.
He was taking £40,000 worth of bribes to promote Russian narratives while in office.
And why isn't he in the Tower of London? I thought that's where treason people went. Or did they change
that would be so fun. There should be a rule where if it's treason, we still whip out the tower. I'm not saying any like capital punishment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying it feels very camp and wonderful to put someone in the Tower of London.
The Tower of London. Although, I mean, it is Zone 1. It's Riverview. Maybe wherever he's been sent is the good idea.
It's where the metropolitan urban elites have their prisons, yeah. I want to update on something which we talked about in episode 1, which is Ant Middleton's campaign to be the next mayor of London.
Oh, is he the SAS
He's the SAS guy.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. He even tweeted, "I will be the next mayor of London," saluting emoji. And then recently, Reform have announced that they're officially not putting him forward anymore as London mayor. Instead, they're putting forward a Muslim ex-Tory. And the thing that's so interesting about this is that it's one of those moments of conflict between Reform trying to become a real party and what their members actually feel. Because they ain't happy. This is a Facebook group, English and Proud Patriots Only. Let me get this straight. To counter the Muslim Mayor Khan, who, according to the Reform rabble, has turned London into a third world Islamic state, Reform's candidate is an ex-Tory Muslim woman of Egyptian refugee parents. She has 7 Muslim kids as well, who will obviously vote Labour and grow up to be hellbound on destroying Britain. No room for them in London. This is a moment, it brings me a bit of joy, I'm not going to lie. Reform eating itself.
Yeah, hopefully they can have a big fight amongst themselves.
Yeah. Leave the rest of us alone for a bit.
Leave the rest of us alone.
Yeah.
It can be just like a family that doesn't get on, it just doesn't speak anymore.
Yeah.
And just split it up somehow, and they can all go and have their little parties. But...
Yeah. But just like, it's going to be so interesting because that's only going to get more, especially with these Tory MPs joining them. As Reform gets more and more mainstream, they're going to lose more and more of their core audience. And I'm here for that.
That's fair. I mean, there's a lot of talk in sort of political circles at the moment of kind of the left being split, where you've kind of got Zach Plansky and the Greens getting a bit more prominent, and Labour moving wherever they're moving at the moment, and the vote's going that way. And maybe splitting Reform up into three different parties is the way to go.
I guess the left has always been quite prone to splitting. But now the right's doing it too. And in some ways, that's great. I mean, there's even a divide between like the Reform lot and the Tommy Robinson lot. And they probably have a lot in common.
Yeah, where do Reform draw the line? Do you reckon they've got like a document in, I don't know, in their office? They've got a document and it's like, okay, these people are fine.
Yeah.
Or these qualities are fine.
Yeah.
And there's a line. Anyone that's done these things, no.
I think the line that they try to toe is they're like, boo immigrants, but they don't say anything about just like people of color generally because that's just racist. But what a lot of their members, I suspect, feel when you say the word immigrants is they actually just mean anyone who's not white.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where this conflict is popping up because the members are starting to be like, oh, hold on.
Yeah.
That's not what I thought we were talking about.
Yeah. Like this is a new thing.
Yeah. So I'm thrilled. Let's fly into bad egg of the week. This is such an important personal bit of the show for me because I'm trying to get better at calling out insane opinions when I hear them. I'm very bad about just being like, and kind of nodding along.
And just going along and not.
And what I've discovered is it's even worse. I think I'm being non-committal, but what I've discovered through this podcast is I'm actually even worse than that. It sounds like I'm agreeing with them.
Right, okay.
So I really need to change how I react to terrible views.
So we're growing a backbone.
We're growing a backbone. Okay. We're learning to speak up. So this is about moments in real life where people have terrible opinions and you encounter it.
Okay, so my bad egg of the week. Someone accused me of being woke
Right.
Because I said that I was in favour of low energy light bulbs. This was like a family friend of friends. And they are very concerned that, the EU is trying to control how we use our lights. Something to do with Europe. I couldn't quite understand what the exact problem was.
Because of woke. Yeah.
Because of woke.
Yeah.
And that I was woke because I said, I think they're a good idea. They use less energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, they're helping the environment, and I don't think it's a conspiracy. I don't think they're trying to harm you.
And did you say all of this?
Yes.
Wow. You see, that's amazing to me because I'm just a people pleaser.
Ah, okay. I think if I hear something that's wildly silly,
I'm
like, come on. Especially if it's, to me, it's something like that has come from a certain newspaper that they've read. A bit like the thing with the bananas.
Yes, the wonky bananas or whatever it was.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. That's clearly nonsense. So yeah, I do say something, but I don't think most people listen.
But I always think that just saying something is something. Like, I'm not saying you have to win everyone round. I'm just saying something's amazing. Have you always been like that, or have you taught yourself to?
I think I've taught myself to be like that. I think I can be a bit of a people pleaser when it comes to people I know, but with strangers, I'm quite good at having a backbone. I'm very brave with strangers for some reason. Like, I don't mind confronting strangers, but yeah, if it's people I know well,
That's why you're a good stand-up. Yeah.
So to tend to be a little bit more people pleasery.
I think you dealt with that wonderfully. I think that might be one of the best dealing with that we've ever had on this show. Mine is also EU related.
Ah, okay.
So there's this person in my life. I'm going to call them Marie, and Marie told me that the EU is trying to force us all to eat insects.
Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, it's use of the word force as well.
Yes.
Like they're going to make you sit.
Yes, no, they're very much like enjoy your meat while you can, because soon the EU will make us eat insects. And so I said, I'm not sure that's happening.
It's very brave.
This is progress. I literally came out of it and my heart was beating and I was like, oh my God, did I just do that? Did I just not people please? So I'm pleased with that.
Okay, how did you feel way after that?
Exhilarated. I'm proud of myself. Oh. It was thrilling. I know that seems like absolutely nothing, but for someone who's a perpetual just let's go to Mark, listener of the week. I was taking the bins out when my neighbour, who I only know as a slightly chatty guy, started talking about how the council is deliberately making life worse for normal people. He said it in a jokey way, like I would obviously agree. When I asked what he meant, he explained that things like low traffic neighbourhoods and recycling rules were all part of a plan to punish people who just want to live normally. I said something like, I thought a lot of it was about air quality and kids not getting run over. He shrugged and said, that's what they say, and immediately changed the subject. Should I have pushed harder? I'm now just avoiding him.
The mature approach.
Yeah, just hide from your neighbours. Yeah.
You see them coming in and out, just hide in the bushes, wait for them to go.
Just never do your bins again. No, Mark, I think Mark did fine there.
I think he's fine because, I think, people that have opinions on the low traffic neighbourhoods and, the recycling, and like the LTN people, you're not going to change their view. And if they're a neighbour, they're just going to get annoyed. And
I think in these situations, all you can hope to do is just place a tiny seed of doubt and hope that in the future, if they're saying something really bad, they just don't say it, or that they just have a bit of a question mark over things in the future. Is this the case? Oh, maybe it is about air quality and kids not getting run over. That's all you're trying to do. You're not actually trying to win someone over. So I think, I think you and Mark both did a really good job. I think I did a really good job in my own terms.
I think so too. I think you should be the winner because it sounds like that was a big change.
That was a big change. I'm genuinely buzzing about it.
Am I allowed to nominate the winner as a guest?
Go for it, yes.
Okay, I think I'm going to nominate you as the winner.
Yay, me! That's my first ever win in 4 episodes. Excellent. Well, hopefully by the time we hit episode 10, I will be...
Oh, God knows what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You're going to be out there like starting arguments.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna be confronting people.
This whole section will be about me trying to chill out a bit. Yeah.
No, you've gone too far.
Yeah. Claire, you are back at the Fringe this year with your show Chaos in the Avocado Aisle, 99 Middle Class Problems.
Yes.
That little known Jay-Z B-side. Yeah.
Yes. Back this year. We did a show last year, which was really fun to do and really enjoyable.
4 stars.
4-star review.
Yeah.
And my favourite bit was a man afterwards said to us it was the most middle class show he had seen all week, and with it being the Edinburgh Fringe, I was so pleased with that. So yeah,
that's a hefty mountain to climb there. Yeah,
yeah, it's all a load of middle class nonsense. Our show, and yeah, we're going to be back this year.
Amazing! If you're at the Edinburgh Fringe, then and if people want to keep in touch, where did they find you?
So I live on Instagram.
Don't we all?
My account is Claire with an I_comedy.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Claire. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, all the good stuff. We're on Instagram at Don't Just Stand There Pod. I'll be back in a week.